That was a threat, right?
Alrighty. Live from the penthouse, we have Sexy Sanders versus the Black Polar Express. We are in the banning phase right now. Ban.
Now, a little known meta that's going around recently is to ban all blacks. Hopefully they go.
Hopefully they follow the rules.
Oh, there it is.
Capitao is off the board by Sexy Sanders. Let's see if Polar Express will also follow up with the banning of the blacks. And he bans BlackBeard, the wrong type of black.
Yeah.
His
he's
name
got the
is
wrong idea.
But I think he is somehow. Who?
No.
Castle is now also banned by Polar Express. Sexy Sanders still talking shit about Eelmouth, saying 8-0, he sucks. Clash is now banned. Imagine being a Mexican, he says. PolarCubz also getting into the flow of saying he cannot imagine being a Mexican. We're now in the choosing phase. Sexy Sanders going to B training room and B garage as his location, playing Frost while PolarCubz plays Twitch, hoping to get a few shocks off with his Twitch drone.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. 10 seconds remaining.
PolarCubz looking for a way.
5 seconds to insertion.
You're leading those cameras. Not enough time
Attackers
to
must
get
locate
inside,
and defuse a bomb.
but he goes back into his cam. Sexy Sanders looking for a spawn peek.
A bomb has been located.
Sexy Sanders holding that angle, waiting for Polar Express to move up. But it doesn't seem like Polar is now on the move. Sexy Sanders holding that angle very strongly. Polar has seen Sexy Sanders. Sexy Sanders now invading the area. Sexy Sanders not sure what angles he should be holding right now. Polar still stuck on that one window. Polar slowly moving forwards and aiming at the window. Sexy Sanders putting a frost trap at the top of the staircase, going downstairs with bomb B and bomb A. Polar busting a hole through with a breach charge. Sexy Sanders placing another frost trap. Waiting. Polar is now Twitch droning inside, looking for Sexy Sanders. Sexy Sanders running around, hiding.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Sexy Sanders sitting in a corner. Sexy Sanders complaining about lag. Sexy Sanders holding a right side peek. Wow. PolarCubz, just as he was about to come in, Sexy Sanders evades his position. And he is now planting on DEFUSER.
Attackers activating DEFUSER.
PolarCubz now holding a right side angle on the door, waiting for Sexy Sanders to evade that area. Sexy Sanders completely unaware, but so is PolarCubz. PolarCubz still holding that door angle. While
Defenders have eyes on the
holding
DEFUSER.
the angle
Attackers
on
need
the
to
door,
protect it.
while Sexy Sanders, and he is right above. Sexy Sanders is now down, while PolarCubz sits there as Twitch with his marksman rifle. Sexy Sanders saying he's so good, yee. That is very true. Sexy Sanders is saying he is still better than Eel. Sexy Sanders playing Fuse on offense. PolarCubz playing Doc with ACOG. Hopefully he's not using his shotgun or the P90, because if he was, that would just
Attackers
mean
need to
he's a
locate and
complete
defuse as
retard.
many bombs as they can. 10 seconds
PolarCubz
to insertion.
looking to get rid of
Attackers have located a bomb.
SexySanders' drone,
5 seconds to insertion.
completely whiffing all of his shots on the drone.
Attackers are
SexySanders
heading out to
seems
defuse
to
a
be
bomb.
moving in as Fuse. PolarCubz planning on putting a bulletproof camera so SexySanders cannot come in. SexySanders throwing down his drone to try to locate PolarCubz. PolarCubz looking through a hole while SexySanders' drone is shot out. SexySanders looking to find a way in, placing another fuse trap. And a breach charge by SexySanders to try to discontort Mr. Polar Express. Polar waiting for SexySanders to peek that angle. And he is down for the count, shot in the head by Polar Express. Polar Express has made this game into a 2-0 right now. SexySanders still does have a chance to come back, but he's got to be on his top game against Lion as he plays Smoke on defense.
Defenders, protect
Randall
your bombs
putting
from
up
being
the
defused by
idea that if
attackers.
SexySanders loses, he's
10
worse than
seconds
Eel
remaining.
is.
Attackers have located a bomb. 5 seconds left before insertion.
That is a very good point, that he
Attackers'
only
objective
loses
is
by
to
3
defuse a bomb.
rounds and not 8. And he is spotted by not quite sure what SexySanders is currently planning on doing right now. He is kind of being held in a corner by Lion with his marksman rifle. Another gas grenade out. SexySanders running to bomb site A, going upstairs, probably gonna try to hop through a window. And he is totally unaware. SexySanders is now given location, shot in the head by PolarCubz. And now it has been confirmed that Eel is better. And I don't think SexySanders likes that one bit. I'll tell you that. Shut up, bitch. Go suck Malachi's cock. Okie dokie. Personally, I don't think that would happen because Malachi would definitely not want his cock
Attackers need to
sucked by
locate
you
and
guys.
defuse bombs.
But PolarCubz playing
10 seconds to go.
SexySanders
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. 5 seconds
moving
to
in,
insertion.
shot out his drone.
Attackers are heading out to
SexySanders
defuse a bomb.
trying to make PolarCubz making a hole in the wall to travel from site to site. SexySanders kind of having an autism spasm over here. Waiting to move in. Another drone is out. SexySanders moving in on his drone to try to locate anything that he possibly could. PolarCubz trying to hold a hard angle on SexySanders, holding that far right side peak. Running back towards site A. popping through the hole in the wall as Sexy Sanders holds a really bad angle. If PolarCubz did shoot his gun, he would be killing Sexy Sanders, but he has no idea. PolarCubz did actually have the IQ to actually guess his location. He completely would be down for the count at this moment. PolarCubz, too frightened, in fear to move from any direction, wants to keep holding that angle. He moves slightly, Sexy Sanders not knowing about it. Polar slowly making his way back to bomb site B as Sexy Sanders continues to lay on the ground, and he does not notice he is shooting. Sexy Sanders recoil way too much for him to handle. Yeah. Polar still caught up in what location Sexy Sanders could possibly be at. Sexy Sanders going towards the right side, but not knowing Polar is sitting there waiting for him. It would be a better choice if he went on the far left side and entered and started planting instead of trying to peek bomb side. Do not peek that side. Sexy Sanders actually making a play, taking out Polar, and finally getting his first point within these past 4 matches. Sexy Sanders going, at least I got 1 win. But it is still 3-1, so the game is not over yet, folks. An OK Boomer has been dropped. Sexy Sanders going, suck it, eel. You gay fuck, he says.
Attackers need to locate
Another
and defuse
OK
bombs.
Boomer has been dropped.
10 seconds to insertion.
PolarCubz also joining Sexy Sanders
Attackers have
on
located
trash
a bomb.
talking eel.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Let me tell you, I don't have any idea what these two folks have a problem with, because I haven't seen Eel do quite anything, frankly. Oh my gosh, and Defenders down for the count. Defenders won round 5. Sexy Sanders stepping on a clearly visible frost trap. That was the dumbest actual I have ever seen.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. 10 seconds to insertion. Attackers have located a bomb. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
Yes, I am still here. Watching. As I actively adding capture kills. PolarCubz completely unnoticing that Sexy Sanders is the one sends out
Fucking
as the top ends up being shot out. PolarCubz slowly making his way down the staircase. SexySanders holding that hard
Tournament.
angle. Both of them in basically a standoff of who will see each other first. PolarCubz unaware, and so is SexySanders, that they are right above and below each other, aiming directly at each other. PolarCubz deciding to put down a leash crouch in the middle of
A
the
bomb has been
ceiling
located.
to try to locate a bomb. PolarCubz holding the angle on the staircase. SexySanders totally unaware that Polar is holding this angle for the longest time physically fucking possible. SexySanders sending out a drone the total wrong direction of Polar, but he is now going back and looking around the room. SexySanders still unaware that Polar is sitting holding an angle on the staircase. SexySanders still looking to try to locate Polar, and he is moving forwards towards the door and sees Polar sitting in there in the far corner. SexySanders moving back upstairs to shoot through the wall, hopefully, if he's not an idiot. And SexySanders does end up taking this round. Let me be honest with you. I have been rooting for SexySanders. That's not fucking fair. PolarCubz has put out Randall replying with the nay. Winner takes all in this round, while SexySanders plays Fuse again.
Defenders, protect your bombs
And
from being defused by
PolarCubz
attackers.
is yet again playing
10
Legion.
seconds to go.
SexySanders
Bomb located
locating
by attackers.
Bomb
5
B.
seconds to insertion.
PolarCubz taking a spawn
Attacker's
peek.
objective is to defuse a bomb.
And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, SexySanders needs to be very cautious of that spawn peek, and he notices it. PolarCubz completely. His recoil, he does not have any control on it whatsoever. But the bullet holes,
Bomb
there
located
is
by
one
attackers.
every 3.5 centimeters. There is a bullet hole, instead of it breaking a hole into this area. Legion still trying to find that spawn peak as Fuse looks up, and they have not met eyes yet. PolarCubz running back towards bomb site A. Two Legion traps on the staircase. 3. I truly don't know what he's trying to accomplish here. SexySanders locating PolarCubz and getting a move on. Polar trying to whack some alcohol bottles, but is actually super fucking retarded, so he doesn't actually end up doing it. I don't know why SexySanders is trying to fuse trap right now. SexySanders moving in from the second floor. Polar has actually, I feel like Polar has heard SexySanders. He's waiting at the bottom of the, below the staircase. Randall telling them to do something entertaining. The flax. Polar missing the melee on SexySanders. Drone. 3 Legion traps on the staircase. I will say he needs to be very careful because he cannot sprint while having a Legion trap in his ankle. He's gonna try to move in, but he's gonna catch a Legion trap unless he tries to hold that angle. Another Legion trap thrown down. 30 seconds on the clock, and SexySanders seems to be almost fleeing. SexySanders not sure what he's trying to do. PolarCubz being very cautious. 17 seconds on the clock.
15
Sexy
seconds left.
Sanders still not making much of a move.
10 seconds
Sexy
left.
Sanders finally dropping a breach charge, dropping in, and gets sprayed down by PolarCubz.
BlackCubz wins the round.
No toxicity here, boys. Everyone has dropped a GG. Still better than
fucking
Eel
hate it.
is also put in.
This is not true.
I mean, it is.
He lost
You
two
went 8 and
times.
0 against
He
him.
lost 2
You're a
times.
shit
to Polar.
cunt.
This is his second time losing.
PolarCubz
How
dropping
does that
the
make
Why
you feel,
Am I
Malachi?
So Asian